this is the beginning of crafting time. The craft is going to be no-sew dolls. I'm Kathy with Tacoma Public Library. Now, we start our no-sew dolls with 2 pipe cleaners, 12 inches long, so you can see. Now, if you don't get the watching me, if I'm too fast or you need to see something more closely, don't worry, I'm going to include some diagrams and pictures of exactly how this works. First thing you do is you bend one of the pipe cleaners in half till there's a little loop at the end. You give it a twist, maybe 2 twists. This is going to be the head of your no-sew doll. Then you come down about halfway in the middle of your pipe cleaner and you give that another, maybe 1 twist. You set that down. You go to the other pipe cleaner. You bend that in half. Take it back. You put it over the other cleaner. Take it to that bottom twist. Now, this is the head. These are going to be the legs. And you slowly start wrapping the pipe cleaner up towards the head. And you slowly wrap the pipe cleaner up. In a second. Yeah, you slowly start wrapping it up. Now, if you do this correctly, this winds up being the arms of your no-sew doll. There you go. So now what you have is a skeleton. This is or the body of your no-sew doll. See, I like to give them the little ends a little twist or divot, whatever you want to call it. And there you go. These are the little hands and the feet of your no-sew doll. There you go. Now, the next step for your no-sew doll is to wrap it with yarn. I'm going to choose red this time. And I like to start at the feet. And I'm choosing red because I think it shows up very nicely. Oh, wait a minute. One thing I like to do, I like to put a long strand because unlike the rest of the body, I don't come down, I don't wrap a second layer across this leg. And I think the second strand along it gives it a little bulk. Also, be aware that neatness counts. So slowly wrap the yarn along the pipe cleaner. Now, when you see this, this is going to look like I am like the fastest person in the whole world, but this isn't true. I'm going very slowly because, as I said, neatness counts. But I'm going to use some time-elapse photography because I don't think you need to see all the speeding, all the slowness and carefulness I'm taking. Now, one of the things okay, we're at the top. Cross it a couple times over the shoulder, and now we're gonna go down the arm. Again, go slowly. Neatness counts. And now we're going to go back up the arm. This is the second layer of yarn. And you can do this with any kind of yarn. Again, swing over the other shoulder. You get a little X pattern going. And now we're going back up the arm towards the head. Okay. Now we're slowly going to go back down the body. Hopefully covering up some of the spots we didn't get. Coming down it. Going up it before. And here we go. Okay, we are finished wrapping our no-sew doll. Next step is, how do we finish it off? We have a little piece of wool that could unravel that yarn. So I normally just take a needle, put it in this way, and just stick it back up through the body of the no-sew doll. And see, that way. And then cut off that little piece of wool. You can also, this is a little piece of some glue. You could also glue the wool, the yarn down, and then take a paper clip or a rubber band once you glue it down, and then rubber band it down until it actually dries. And that will work just fine too. It's a little slower, but it works just fine. So here is the body of your no-sew doll. Completed, worked on, you've got it. Now, it's very flexible. You can pose it different ways. Now, what can you do with it? Here's some. This is a very simple one. Pippi Longstocking hair. The dress is made out of just a paper towel, and I used glitter glue, or I think this is glitter gel paint actually, and just smoothed it over it. And here she is. This is a really simple one, but I really like it. Oh, and it's a rubber band holding it on. This is a very simple one. Here's another version of it with black looped on for the hair. Same thing, set with green glitter paint brushed onto her little paper dress. This is one. I have a bead for the head, yarn, hair. I have some fake leaves used for a dress and a little tiara. Oh, I had some glitter tape that I use for boots. I think she came out particularly well, a little fancy. This is a bigger one. I used wire to make this one. And I used more yarn for her hair. I had a bigger bead. I used a fake flower for her dress and another leaf for hair. I put glitter on the leaf. This one came out particularly fancy and nice. This is an example of where I used tape to bulk up the body and make the shape very different. I've never been interested in making the shape particularly human-like. I wanted to make this one very different. I didn't put yarn for the hair. I made this one, I painted the hair on. You can do whatever you like. It's really up to you. One more thing, this is very different. I really like this, but this is very much recycling. I use the produce bags you get from the grocery to make the dress. More little iridescent glitter paint. But this is just floral wire I got from the dollar store. Again, dollar store is my favorite place. And this is more something less to play with and more to hang up on your wall if you like, or hang out in your garden. This is the end of No-Sew Dolls. I hope you learned something. I hope you enjoy it. If you have any questions, just drop me an email. It is at the bottom of the calendar entry. This is Kathy signing off. Thank you for joining me. Bye now.